Hello! Today I will be storm chasing in the game Twisted on Roblox. As you can see, there's a storm that is just now forming behind me. I am going to be using this jet black 2010 Doghouse along with these probes along here, which are the Vortex 2 probes, which were used by Vortex 2 from 2009 to 2010. Pretty neat camera, probably won't use that. But the main attraction itself is the car itself, which, pretty neat thing is if I want, I can go in here and I can go into the back, which is where in real life they would put an IMAX camera and film from. Of course, I do not have an IMAX camera, nor will I be probably back there all that much. So I am going to get in the car, and we are going to go ahead and start on driving. And I'm going to open the map to figure out where I must go. Yep, so I want to be approximately down there. I don't know why it is not wanting to let me move my mouse. There we go. Move my mouse freely now. But I want to be down here where the hook is, which is kind of where I'm at right now, but I'm going to move to get a better spot. In case you were wondering, the little mesh thing up top, that is a hail cage, essentially. Protect the windshield from getting hail in this game. You won't get hail, like, damage or break your window, but obviously there's some dent. Sorry about the noise. And also, the front lights have them, so when you turn on the lights, it gets this interesting, like, view of it. Pretty neat. Oh, that's a surprise. Hi, semi-truck. So today I'm only going to be intercepting one tornado in this, mostly just because of time constraints. But the neat thing about this is get these little hydraulics that will lower those little pistons down, and it will hold me in place so I can intercept a tornado. I do not get to know the speed of the tornado unless I have a probe down. So my goal is to get a probe next to my vehicle and then intercept said tornado with the probe next to my vehicle, which should be pretty exciting. So, hopefully we can do that. Yeah. So, just gotta wait a little bit. Know that little rotating thing right there, that is a rotation cloud, which is where you will find the tornado here. So, very, very helpful. And only reason I am using Doghouse compared to something like a Tiv 2 or a Dominator 3, like that's a Tiv 2 right there. That's mostly just because I'm bored. I've used the Tivs a bunch, I've used the Dominator a couple times, and I want to change of pace, so I'm gonna use the Doghouse. Of course, if interested, I can always go in and use other vehicles, but today it's Doghouse. A little funnel right there, which is where the tornado is going to pop up from. And where that little rotation symbol is where that is. Yes, I should also show the thermodynamics, which for today, pretty decent. Temperature is pretty decent. Cape's really good. The kilometer lapse is really good. Don't really like all this rain, and rotating would be a little bit nicer if it was higher, but can't control that, unfortunately. It's going southeast, which is why I am not moving any farther north, or really east for that matter. I'm kind of just sitting here. But yeah. Let them go on and announce it. And if I got time, I might try going for a second intercept. I don't really think I will. But we will see. Right now, I am just trying to stay behind it. See that little debris cloud, that little cloud right there? That means the tornado is on the ground. And yeah, right there, very easily can tell. It's on the ground. What I'm going to do for most optimal deployment time and speed is I am going to take this dirt road, which will significantly slow me down, but it will also mean I can get to a safer position for when this thing's still relatively weak. So, note that it is a floater, which just means you won't see the funnel on the ground. It is still a tornado, it is on the ground, so don't doubt it. And I'm gonna feel bad for this little town over here. I think it's called, yeah, it's called Trent. Feel real bad about what happened to them here shortly. As tornadoes going through is not great. And I wouldn't know personally like with the debris, but I've had a tornado go relatively close to my house once. See little vortices coming from the tornado, which means it's probably going to be decently strong. I'm just going to hold here and turn on my hazards. Note that the rain's going to make things incredibly annoying to see. Oh, and it shifted directions, so gonna turn around. Take myself back to the road I was going. Hello, Tip 2. Oh, and look at that! Funnel's coming down. Note the very interesting characteristics of players that are here. Hi, buddy. I love your truck, dude. It's great. I mean, for a beginner, it's not a terrible vehicle. Compared to another game I've played, it is actually pretty decent. Oh, hey, it's the Tornado Wrangler, or I guess Twisted Tamer in this game. Very neat. Hello again, Tip 2. We meet again. This time under different circumstances. Here comes the conga line of all the chasers. I think I am like in the path. Interesting. Alright. Ouch. Just looking at where it is roughly in comparison to me, it seems like it is moving a little bit further. Maybe a little bit further north. So right now, this is something I probably should not intercept, but I'm just gonna be funny. I'm gonna attempt to intercept this thing. Should be interesting. Yeah, you guys run. Going to put a probe down here, and then here. And then I'm going to get in my vehicle. Open up my camera. Oh, that's a very nice view. But I'm not going to sit there and watch that. I am going to sit here and watch this tornado as it comes to me. Yeah, I'm deployed. Oh, it looks like it's just going to go a little bit to my north, unfortunately. But this should still be, well, close enough in order to get some decent winds. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, if I was not deployed right now, I would be dead. Because that is more than enough wind to kill me. Well, being lofted anyways, apparently. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Stay in the ground. Stay on the ground. Come on. You got this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This was a disaster. Flip. And actually, it brought me right back to where I was. That's nice of it. Oh. Go ahead and undeploy. And and I will reap what I rewarded, which was like 500, like $1,000 probably. Pop out, collect that. So what I'm going to do differently, instead of sitting in that, evidently I am not going to survive in that, I am going to get into the 2014 Dominator 2, which is an actual interceptor for things, and it has a little mesonet thing, which will tell me the winds on it, which should be very helpful when it comes to intercepting things. So, I'm just gonna get myself all the way in front of that thing, and I'll try to get one more intercept on her. And that'll be the end of the video, I think. Which, by the way, the Doghouse was used by the storm chaser Sean Casey, which was a filmmaker of the famous tornado movie Tornado Alley, while this vehicle, which is Dominator 2, was made by extreme meteorologist Reed Timmer, which you can still see him out there storm chasing to this day, so that's really neat. He doesn't use this vehicle anymore, he uses a different one, but some neat tidbits is that I think this was his favorite one for a while. He used it over Dominator 3, which is his current running vehicle, and over Dominator 1, which was his first interceptor, because, well, the benefits of this one, it has a spike system, which helps it, and it also lowers itself to the ground, so that thing can't lift you up as effectively. Though, if I were to guess, not the worst wind speed. It won't kill me, I don't imagine, but wouldn't be great if I got hit by that regardless if I was not deployed in the Dominator. Which is why I am going to deploy in it. I also will do, while I have the time, is I'm going to come over here and I am just going to buy me 2 probes. Buy me 2 of the TwistX probes. Then I'm going to drive on over to this poor town over here that's going to get hit by this massive tornado. And I am going to sit in it. Hopefully not get myself flung like I did in the Doghouse. So, yeah. Oh, hi. There's the original Dominator. That is my predecessor in this regard. It's going directly east, which means I want to also go a little bit further north. I'm gonna put my probes down here, and I'm going to sit in this vehicle and let the tornado come over me, which, as you can see, this is where every interceptor is sitting at. We're getting some decent winds. Apologies for the noise. Oh, wow, I just saw that guy go flying. Let's turn that down a little bit. As you can see, that guy's wind threshold was gone. His rush... Oh, I'm gone too! Oh no! That's not good. Okay, so, in that regard, I could not have survived that. My maximum threshold is 190 miles an hour, and that is 200. So, I am lucky to be alive. Thankfully for this vehicle, it is still relatively tough, but yeah, that's a strong tornado. Don't normally see EF5s in this game, but well, here we are with an EF5. If I was in a different interceptor, specifically the TIV-2, I could have survived that, as it has a threshold of 235 at its most, 200 at its least, and yeah, it's a very neat thing. I'm going to go ahead and pick up my probes, and I am going to head out, so see you.